Hello everyone, my name is Yongsung Kwak. I am a science educator in KNUE. Today I will talk about action research in education. And my focus is what is action research in science education and teacher education. And the second topic is about action research for teacher professional development. Action research could be used as a pure research, to produce knowledge, field-based knowledge for teachers, and action research could be used as a tool to develop teachers' professionalism. And the the last topic is about a case of action research that I have conducted to build school-based professional learning community of teachers. So the first topic, lesson one, the purpose of lesson one is first, what action research and why action research now? Why do we need to talk about action research in science teacher education and STEM teacher education? And action research is all about to develop teachers as reflective practitioner. It's about link between theory and practice, and we wanna develop teachers as reflective practitioners. And we also talk about purpose for action research, which means what we wanna do with action research. And last topic is about action research versus action learning. There is a little bit difference between action research and action learning, and we will examine that topic as well. As you already know, there is a lot of versions of teacher education paradigm. The first one is so-called the effective teacher. It's all about input and output. Whatever you do, teachers need to meet the standards through their professional competencies. It's originated from so-called positivism, and they want to develop teachers as effective teachers. They want to raise student achievement through teachers' professional development. And this paradigm is from outside of teacher community. It's like economic version of teacher professionalism. And there is another version of a teacher paradigm. The second one is the reflective teacher. And third one is the inquiring teacher. And the last one is a transformative teacher. They want to be teachers as a researcher. And they want to develop teachers' knowledge base, so-called professional teacher knowledge base. And they want us teachers to be an action researcher. It's also called practitioner research. So this kind of teacher paradigm comes from critical theory paradigm, constructivism, and participatory paradigms. And the first topic of our lesson one is it's all about linking theory and practice. Whenever we say theory is up to university and college professors, they are developing theory and knowledge part. And all teachers do is put theory into practice. But whenever we say action research, it's about, we are doing practice as well as we are doing research. It's action research. There are two parts. One is the theory part, and the other one is the practice part. And it's a kind of linking those two areas. Those who are in charge of practice or who are in charge of doing action, they are also doing research. It's a so-called action research. Action part as well as practice part, research part. We are combining those two areas. So it's called, when you say put theory into practice, it's this way. Put theory into practice. But whenever you say action research, it's about from practice and through reflection, you are producing theory or knowledge, field-based theory or knowledge. That's called through reflective practice. While you are reflecting on the practice, you can drive out some field-based practical knowledge. That's how to conduct action research. So why action research? Well, what is action research? It's about when you see on the screen, action research is a disciplined process of inquiry. Inquiry means research conducted by and for those taking. It's not talking. Taking the action. In case of teacher education, teachers are conducting research or inquiry, and the goal is to assist the actor in improving and or refining his or her actions. So in case of teacher education, it's about how to improve your action in school. It could be instruction, it could be curriculum reconstruction, or it could be how to improve student assessment. It's all could be action research topics. So why action research now? They want to combine those research part or theory part and action part. Whenever we say teacher, it's kind of a top-down practitioner. Teachers are doing what they are told to do. But through action research, they want to improve the situation. So it's a non-traditional and community-based of education evaluation. It could be action research too. So whenever we say action research, it's about carried out by educators, by teachers, not outside researchers or college professors. And it's also focused on improving teaching and learning, and also social and environmental factors that affect the nature and success of teaching and learning. So action research is all about change-oriented and undertaken or conducted with the assumption that change is needed in a given context. The context could be a school, or a context could be your classroom teaching, or it could be your classroom organization, management, or it could be school management, school organization as well. This slide shows the difference between traditional research versus action research. The difference between traditional, when you say traditional research, it's about writing thesis or dissertation or writing journal articles to publish. So whenever we say traditional research, it's all about draw conclusions inductively and deductively. It's draw conclusions and focus on advancing knowledge in the field. It could be science education, or it could be technology education, or it could be teacher education. And insight may be generalized to other settings. Whenever we say theory, it's about generalized claim or conclusion. So it's all about producing new knowledge. But in case of action research, it's about make decision. It's all about to solve the problem at your hand. In your school, the focus is on improvement of educational practice. It's not I mean, the primary focus of action research is not to generalize what you found. It's about improve your situation, your context, in your context. So the second part is, for traditional research, it's about theory. I mean, you suggest a hypothesis and research question and draw more general theoretical propositions, statement. But for action research, it's about practice. So theory plays a second role compared with traditional research. And in case of data analysis and sampling, traditional research are very rigorous about statistical analysis and sampling process as well. But for action research, its focus is on practical, not statistical significance. And students with whom they work, I mean, they want to improve something with student learning, or they want to improve something with the classroom management. So the focus of action research is not about how to generalize my school situation to others. It's not about that kind of thing. Action research is about, I want to improve my classroom. I want to improve my teaching. So the focus is on realistic, authentic problems that I have in school or in my classroom. So this is the reference that I refer to when I talk about why the purpose and the goals of action research. The purpose for action research, the first one is, as I said before, it's all about building the reflective practitioner. We want teachers not just to make some technician who are doing what they were told. We want to make them a researcher. I mean, whenever we say research or whenever we say producing some kind of field-based practical knowledge, new knowledge can be drawn through reflection. Whenever we say the best image of teachers is reflective practitioner. Reflection is not about like regretting what I have done. It's all about looking back. What I have done in my session, or what I have done with my teaching today. And through reflection, you can get some conclusion or you can get some new insight so that you cannot do your teaching based on trial and error. It's about, my teaching today is like this one, and I want to make some kind of conclusion or generalization so that I can improve or get some insight for next day's teaching. So the purpose, the goals for action research is to build the reflective practitioner. And the second one is making progress on school-wide priorities. I mean, there's some topics or issues at the school level or in my classroom teaching, and we want to make some progress on that topic. And the third one is building professional cultures. When we say professional cultures, it means we want to develop teachers as a researcher. Teachers as researcher, or we want to make some kind of a district school as a learning community or organization. So we are conducting action research to professionalize teaching. Teaching is not about trial and error kind of profession. It's about theory-based or reflection-based professional position. So we want to conduct action research to professionalize teaching. And the second one is enhance the motivation and efficacy of a weary faculty. We want to motivate teaching faculty so that they can do something or make decisions based on research. And third one is meet the needs of increasingly diverse student body. These days in Korea and at the global level, students are so diverse. Some students are good at literacy, or some students are good at science, and some are good at art. So their needs and their interest and their focus are so diverse. So we want to meet their needs so that we can improve their learning, or we can meet their demands in terms of science or mathematics learning. So the last one is to achieve success with standards-based reforms. They are raising standards these days. They are making national level content standards and national level teacher efficacy, teacher professional standards. And we want to meet success, or those standards set up by the government level. Oops. Oh, so this one is about a kind of summary. We are saying that action research is all about reflection. I mean, through reflection, you can improve your practice, as well as through reflection, you can get some knowledge, grounded theory kind of knowledge. Grounded theory is all about like you are deriving from bottom up, from your classroom, from your data, from your fact, from your observation. You are deriving out some kind of conclusion that could be used, or they could provide some insight for next teaching. So it's the key of action research is about reflective practice. So based on that reflective practice, action research is all about context bound. It's about your school, it's about your classroom, and addresses real life problems. It's not theoretical or imaginary situation or problems. It's about solving your problems. You meet your own school and your own classroom. And action research is about inquiry. Inquiry means research, where participants and researchers co-generate knowledge through collaborative communicative process. And the meanings constructed in the action research or action inquiry process lead to social action, or it could result in the construction of new meanings and new knowledge. So, in conclusion, classroom teachers constructing their own knowledge, it's action research. Action research is all about, we are just some professional faculties or college professors, they are giving us a theory so that we can put that theory into practice. But action research is about through action research or through reflective practice, teachers are producing their own knowledge. I mean, we are kind of conducting some kind of action research with science lab activities so that we can conduct action research and we can get some insight, or you can get some knowledge construction about how to build classroom experiment, or how to build or how to conduct lab activities through cooperative learning groups. So, in conclusion, action research is about classroom teachers constructing their own knowledge. So, knowledge is not passively received by teachers, but actively developed through an individual cognition, through teachers' own cognition, through reflective practice. And the feature or characteristics of meanings or knowledge built through action research is not about absolute or objective truth. It's about practical knowledge base to improve your teaching and your school. The last part of lesson 1 is about the difference between action learning and action research. They have common features. They are sharing some features. Both are trying to learn from attempting to effect a positive change in their own organizations. Action research as well as action learning is about try to affect positive changes at the personal level as well as at the organizational level. And they are problem-based as well as they are value agency. They want to do something, make some improvement. It's about value agency. Teachers want to be an agent to raise, to improve value of what they are doing and offer solutions to the theory-practice gap. The people who are in charge of practice, they are doing, building or producing theory as well. So hypothetically, there should be no gap between theory and practice in action research. And they are both contributing to broadening the concept of knowledge to increase first-hand knowledge. Or action research as well as action learning is all about situated knowledge and context-dependent knowledge. It's not about theoretical or artificial or alienated knowledge. It's about, as you can see, first-hand knowledge and situated knowledge as well as context-dependent knowledge that can be used in the practice. But there is a difference as well. Action research is all about taking action on social problems. And action research is tries to add to the pool of human knowledge about social problems and social systems. In case of school-based action research or action research in teacher education is all about solving school problems and school systems, improving some problems with school systems. So the ultimate final goal of action research is to contributing to the advancement of social knowledge. In case of teacher education, it's about improving teachers' knowledge base. But in case of action learning, it's all about learning how to acquire new knowledge. New knowledge to solve a given problem. So we need new knowledge to resolve some problem that cannot be solved by applying old knowledge. In that case, we need action learning. And action learning is most focused on the personal learning and development of the participant, including self-knowledge. So, in conclusion, action learning is about personal level of learning to acquire new knowledge, to solve some problems that cannot be solved by applying old one. In contrast, for action research, it's all about producing new human knowledge So in case of science education or in case of teacher education, action research is all about adding or developing new knowledge to advance teachers' knowledge base. Okay, this is the first lesson. Thank you.